All right, so now how do I actually tell the calculator to execute different computations? All right, so if I want to do matrix A times matrix B, as was written right here, I'm going to go into the matrix menu, so second matrix, and now instead of going over to edit, I'm going to work under names because this is where I call up a matrix to use. So if I want to do matrix A times matrix B, I want matrix A, which is already highlighted, so I can either press the 1 or press enter. And then you'll see matrix A written there, and I want to do times matrix B. So now I can do second x to negative 1 into the matrix menu, and I want matrix B next. And I hit enter. All right, so this is telling me, you're telling the calculator do matrix A times matrix B, and it's asking you with the blinking cursor, do you want to execute this command? So then I press enter, and you'll see a new 3 by 2 matrix. Okay, so A times B is equal to, the top row is 23, negative 12, negative 319, and then negative 23, and 31. Okay, so that's the answer to A times B. Now you can use this on a test to check your answers, but you cannot use it to find your answers. You still need to show the handwritten process for multiplying matrices, so I can see that you know how to do that. But it's a great way to be able to check your answers. So now the next one, I want to do B times A instead, which we know matrix multiplication is not commutative, so switching the order should give us a different result. So I'm going to do second matrix, and I want matrix B, and I want to do that times second into the matrix menu, matrix A, and then I hit enter. Now, a lot of times with matrices, you're going to get error codes. This one says dimension mismatch, okay? So let's take a look at why that is. Matrix B is a 3 by 2, and we're trying to multiply it by matrix A, which is a 3 by 3. And we know that since these numbers are not the same, this is not defined. So if you ever get the error code dim mismatch, that means the dimensions don't match up properly to perform the operation that you've been asked to do. Okay. All right, I'm going to skip over number 3 because you guys can probably figure that one out on your own. So to do a determinant on a calculator, so when you get here, you can just hit enter to quit. I'm going to clear my screen. To do a determinant, you're going to go into the matrix menu and go under math. And that first option is determinant, DET. And then if I want to do the determinant of some matrix C, I'm going to then go back into the matrix menu, choose matrix C, and hit enter. If you want, you can close the parentheses. If you're just doing the determinant, it doesn't matter, but it's not a bad habit to close them. If I hit enter, it's going to tell me the determinant there is negative 64. And if we had done that using diagonal down minus diagonal up, I would have had negative 56 minus 8, which is in fact negative 64. So that's how we would have done it by hand. Okay, so you can use this to find determinants as well. And then for number 5, the inverse, you would hit second matrix, call up the matrix you want to find the inverse of, and then hit the negative x to the negative 1 button to get the negative 1 exponent and hit enter. Now you see some pretty crazy looking decimals here. If you press math, enter, enter, it will convert everything to a fraction for you. So as you can see, this is some pretty crazy looking fractions. So you can scroll over to see the rest because it's not all visible. So sometimes you have to scroll side to side. That's what the dots on the left and the right mean. It means that you can continue to scroll in that direction to see more. Okay? So why don't you guys try a few more of these problems and see if you can get the answers that I'm going to post for you. All right? Good luck.